Okay, so Dylan, you'll have a 1-minute opening statement. Then you'll have 3 questions, which you'll have 1 minute each to answer. You'll have a 1-minute close. Gabby is your timekeeper, and you can begin when you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Bear with me a little bit. I'm kind of nervous. But my name is Dylan Kelly, and I'm going to be your Governing Council Student-at-Large. And what I want to happen is I want to start a conversation with all of you, a conversation that I feel has not happened in this organization, and I think it needs to happen. We have to start the conversation on several things. One, we have to talk about more inclusivity in this organization. Topics such as, the achievement gap, how we deal with our non-traditional students, and also things about the rift between Metro and Greater Minnesota schools. And this is something that I know every one of you are thinking about, but is never brought up. Thank you.
Question 1, what is your understanding of the role of the student at large, and how will you work to meet these expectations?
My knowledge of the role of the student at large is to be vice chair of the scholarship board, but also to be vice chair of the diversity committee. And what that means is making sure that every voice is heard across this state. I've been in this organization for about a year now, and I love this organization. I love seeing all of you at all of these conferences. But I feel, like I said in my intro, there's a lack of conversation about the issues that we have. We have one set narrative of what an MSCSA student is, and that's a problem. So I think what we have to do, and I think the whole purpose of the GC at large, is to make sure that all voices are heard. That the single mother who's 28 and taking care of her children at a rural school can get child care. That we make sure that our PSEO students have great advising at Metro schools. I think we have to talk about the achievement gap that's happening not just through K through 12, that sends a lot of students to our campuses, the ones who even get through. Oh.
Sorry, you got to.
Sorry about that. I get so passionate about these issues. I apologize.
Tell us the skills and experience you have that make you the best candidate for this position.
Wow. I don't know if any of you know this about me, but I was born to a single mother in Texas, small town Texas actually, and we had a lot of struggles, surprisingly enough. My mother was a teenage mother, unwed, and my father was also a teenage parent, but he got into drugs and was sent to prison for 6 years of my life. Now, I'm a lot luckier than most students. My grandparents were pretty well off. They allowed me and my mother to stay with them, and it allowed me to go to college, to move to Minnesota in the first place, to pursue my education. I think that skill and being empathetic to the struggle of those students and all students helps me for this position. Another thing, I understand when the small schools are worrying about whether or not they're going to have the budget to continue programs. And I hope you understand that.
Question 3. Diversity is often defined differently by different individuals. How will you work in your role as student at large to bring these viewpoints together to have a positive impact on MSCSA's work?
Wow. So I've been thinking about this a lot, and it's always said that MSCSA is a family. Now, how it's always told, there are 2 types of family. There are families that meet, once or twice a year. They meet for dinner, and then they don't talk outside of that. Then there's families that come, have Sunday dinner every week, and they sit down and they talk about their issues. MSCSA needs to be that Sunday family. We need to be the family where all of our students feel comfortable sitting down, breaking bread, and having hard conversations, but are necessary for the success of all of our students. I, as GC at large, want to help start that conversation, and with you, I hope that we can start that dialogue together.
All right. And then you'll have a 1-minute closing statement.
Thank you all so much. I know today has been such a long and tiring day, especially 5 candidates in this race. They're all great candidates. But I sincerely ask for your vote because we really have to start this dialogue. Once we start this dialogue, then we can create a safe space for all of our students to come forward. And then by doing that, putting faces to stories, we can finally align our policies with the values that we claim that we have. We have to be a family, and we have to meet together forever. Thank you so much.